Yeah, it's quite straightforward. I started with uploading a CV, and then I think it was a telephone interview, and then I attended one of the open evenings in Manchester just to get a bit more of a feel for the role. And then after that, I decided to go fully into the application process. The insight day was challenging, but really enjoyable after leaving. And when I got the call to say that I had the job, the smile on my face was unreal.
And I loved the Cisco application because it was all about kind of your personality, particularly because I went for the sales route. So the first stage was obviously sending off your application, they reviewed it, and then I went to the next round, which was just about it was a pre-recorded interview. I was able to show my best, turn up, be prepared, and deliver. And my personality was able to shine across rather than some of the application processes where it feels very box ticky.
One thing I remember about the application process is that it was very well organized. There was great communication at every stage. I think for my role, I had a test first and then an interview with the manager and then a final stage process. I remember going through that process, and at each stage, the recruiter was very great at communication. All the interview slots were done to suit my schedule.
If you can talk about something that you're passionate about, that comes through, and just bring your genuine self, bring you as a person, and Cisco will do the rest.
I think it doesn't matter whether you're going for a non-technical role, you're going for a technical role, but your emotional intelligence is just really important to shine through. A lot of very talented people go for these roles, and the candidates that really probably stick out are the ones that have done a lot of work and prep about Cisco, but really know who they are and why they're showing up, so what they bring to the table. And I think if you're able to articulate that, then that's going to be your key to success.
So the first thing I would say is that it's very important to highlight your skills in your CV, because with any interview, with any role you're applying for, the first thing that the interviewers see is your CV. Like, they see your CV before they see you, and that is how they determine whether or not they want to invite you on site. So look through the job specs, pick out what you can relate to, the points that you can relate to, where you've had relevant experience, and highlight that in your CV, expand on that, because when we're doing CV screenings, we want to see that your skills match the role. The next thing I'll say is that at all stages of the interview process, you should let your passion, your enthusiasm shine through, because that will make you stand out.
I would say just do it. I mean, you've got nothing to lose other than to gain experience about one of the biggest IT companies in the world. And also just do your homework. I think one of the key things is that Cisco is huge, it's super complex. So if you even understand, 5% of this company at the stage of interview, then you're already halfway there. So those would be my big tips.
So as part of kind of to give candidates an idea of what Cisco's culture is like, we have something called Discover Cisco, and one of the things that we do is do a Cisco in 60 kind of webinar series that candidates can tune into. So from all over the world, you can just watch live webinars, which are about 60 minutes long. They're also recorded, so you can watch them in your own time, and that just gives you candidates a glimpse into like what Cisco's culture is like. And you can essentially just use that to answer questions in interviews when you're asked why Cisco and things like that. We do open days as well, so that's for students from all backgrounds to join. So even if you haven't been to university, you can join and just kind of get a glimpse of what Cisco's like.
Remember that an interview is a two-way process. In as much as we're trying to see if you're good for us, you should also see if we're good for you. So you should come along to the interview with your questions. For us to invite you for an interview, it means that we love you so far and we actually are rooting for you. So if you go in confident and you are at your best, I'm sure you do great.
I can honestly say applying for this role at Cisco has been the best decision I've made in a long time, to be fair. There's never a day where I think, oh, I wish I was at my old job. Every day I wake up looking forward to going to work. Just try and tailor your research to the role you're going for, and I feel like you won't do much wrong with that.